The thing I remember most about Mark is his positive attitude and just his work ethic and his caring heart.
If I ever had an issue or a problem or needed to ask somebody a question, Mark would always kind of be that father figure, and you can talk to him and he'd give you advice.
Z-Man he always had a huge smile on his face.
He was loyal, one of the most loyal people I've ever known.
A great man, he really was. He was great. He was a great father. He was a great friend, mentor to throughout the community to a lot of people.
Of all the good people, he was one of the best.
Mm-hmm. I think that folks will say that was a true soldier.
The impact a person makes on his world is measured by the change he brings to the people around him. Officer Mark Zylawy, known affectionately as Z-Man, truly had a transforming presence. Patrolling out of Portland's Northeast Precinct for over 17 years, it would have been difficult to walk down the streets of the neighborhood without Mark calling you by name and asking about your family. Mark saw what could be in the people and community he served.
You know, he was like one of us out here. Yeah, and just good people. He would come to my house and, you know, and talk to my mom, knew us all, you know. Yeah, he was people too.
And this pouring rain, despite this inclement weather, look at this. The community is out here to honor Officer Mark Zylawy. They are going to march down this street almost a mile to Northeast Precinct, where Zylawy worked for 17 years. There's a wide cross-section of people paying tribute tonight. To many in this community, Mark Zylawy was a hero.
The fear of people just hanging out on the corners, the fear of being shot by a bullet that didn't belong to you. You know, those were real fears, and they were everyday occurrences. It's changed dramatically to where, again, I can come out and I walk around the corner and laugh, smile, greet, and feel safe. A lot of that has to do with Officer Zylawy and the things that he did, and that communication and just working with us.
At one point in time in my life, I was an ex-drug dealer. He would say, well, people who turn their life around, whether you're a drug dealer or you're a sinner or whatever, the community needs you, and that's what he instilled. Every time I come to the community center or walk through the streets, there's an echo, that beautiful smile, that honorable cop. I know there's a lot of good police officers, but he was just kind of one of those kind of guys that he gave you a chance.
I was in a treatment program, and he pulled over and just embraced me. Just his positiveness when I was doing positive. That's what I'll always remember about Z-Man.
He never had anything negative to say to the people that were of the crime element, of the addiction. He would always look at them and say, come on, stay with it. You can do it. You can make it out of it.
If you watch long enough, you can see the change move beyond the individuals to impact the community as a whole.
We all have an awesome responsibility to give back. I feel that every day that in which I involve myself, if I want the city to be better the next morning than it was the night before. And that comes by commitment, that comes by consistency, that comes by involvement. It's a sincere piece that Mark was a person that was trying to make a difference in a community and bring up the vitality and put the conscience in that community that we don't have to live, or we don't have to be less, and we don't have to be engageable in crime, drugs, and alcohol. Mark will be, he'll be the icon in this. I think he'll be remembered. And this scholarship is very fitting, not only to Mark's family, but also the bureau in which he represented for the years that he did.
Mark's life is an example to us that one person invested can make a difference. The Z-Man Scholarship was established so that the men and women of the Portland Police Bureau might carry on Mark's legacy of seeing the best in people. Through this scholarship, we are offering students the chance for a better future, impacting our community one family at a time.
My name is Toy Jones. I like to play sports. I like to hang out with friends, play video games, you know, the teenager stuff.
I mean, you know, he'd been going to public school for 2 years, and we felt as parents, it was a good thing. I mean, you know, it was something he brought to us himself personally. It wasn't, you're going to private school no matter, it was kind of, hey guys, I want to go check out a private school.
I really want to go to college for 4 years, a university, so, and I think LaSalle can give that to me.
Well, the first thing that came to my mind was cost. But, you know, there's nothing you won't do for your children.
When he told me I got the scholarship, like, my heart dropped. I kind of got sweaty, and it was just, I was happy.
We didn't know that they had opportunities like that through the police department.
He talked to my mom, and she just started crying. She was like, oh, thank you very much. Oh, this is a blessing. And she just like broke out in tears. That was like that was first in a long time I've seen her cry. So I know it was a good moment for us as a family too. So
if he takes this opportunity and goes with it, I mean, it could be endless. I mean, for us and for him also. For us as a family and for him too. So I think sky's the limit.
My name is Emily Pinto. I'm going to be a sophomore at LaSalle High School. I want to become a teacher because I want to be an inspiration to my students. I want to make a difference in their lives and help them fulfill their goals and dreams also, and teach them a lot and just show them that school can be a positive experience and it can also be fun. I do feel some responsibility about following Officer Mark's footsteps and just giving back to the community, being of service like he did.
And she'll be able to grow up to be a teacher and be able to give back as much as she can, make a difference in someone's life, another child.
In the same spirit that that Mark was obviously giving back.
I'm Sydney. I like to dance, and my free time I like to hang out with my friends, go down the street to the park and swim.
Going through the whole process and then to actually get the word that she got it, I mean, I just remember just, you know, crying and just remember praying afterwards, just, you know, being real thankful that she's getting this kind of an opportunity. And, you know, just the fact that she's our oldest child and that our younger kids have an opportunity to see her do something great. I mean, it's just, it was overwhelming, you know, very thankful.
If an opportunity like this came up later in my life, I think I would want to help somebody get the same scholarship that I got, just because it changed my life. It makes me want to give back to the people in the community and have them have a better future and give them the right steps to be able to do what they want to do when they're older. For me, I choose now to look at, for instance, the officers like Officer Zylawy, who, you know, go out there every day, you know, who put their lives on the line to protect us. And it showed me, just by learning more about him, that there are officers who really do care about what they do. And there are officers who are out there treating people fairly, you know. And so for me, that's what my focus is now, is just being grateful for, you know, the opportunity that they've given us, and also just looking towards the future and hopefully Sydney being able to use her life to make a difference in the way that Officer Zylawy, you know, did.
Each day is a series of small decisions that make an impact. It's not just what you give your life to, but how you give your life to it. To see a person rather than a problem. To involve yourself rather than stand back from a distance. Whatever you choose today will have an impact on those around you, and even the smallest choice can make a significant difference in someone's life. The question is what kind of impact you will have today.
Just totally point it out and put it out there up front and make no bones about it. And it might work depending on who you're dealing with.